Well, it looks like we might be live. Yep, there goes that page. Good. Here we go. I'll switch on my camera here in just a moment after I finish checking all my settings over here. You know me. If you've watched before, you know I tend to either have all my audio sources going and create a problem, or I have my main microphone turned off, and that creates a problem. So that's why I'm just taking a minute or two. I'm not going to play any music. When I've tried playing music, then I get slapped from either Facebook or YouTube sometimes because I don't pick the right music. That's something I have to work on at some point. But anyway, here we go. There I am. Good to be here on Thursday afternoon, 3:30 Central Time. And I just need to close, let's see, make sure, no, my audio is not coming through on there. So I'm okay on that one. If anybody is online yet and not hearing me, just drop a comment either on Facebook where I am live, or over on my other computer where I can watch my YouTube channel. But if it looks like everything's working, not quite sure. Let me just check on my phone to see. Yep, there I go. And if I turn on the stream and leave the microphone off, or the speaker off, there we go. I'm okay there. Now I can watch for any comments that people might post over there. So good. Here we go. One more sip of coffee and I'll be ready. So thank you for tuning in. This is Henry Griner here in sunny Tennessee, south of Nashville, where I think the last time I looked it's about 86 degrees out there. I've been sitting at the computer for most of the last 3 days listening to a training by a very smart guy who's been in the marketing area for about 25 years. Anik Singal, Singal, Anik, and I believe he was already getting into doing things when I was helping my friend Jeff with his internet marketing business, which I started doing that in 2008. So yeah, it's been a very interesting program. I'm going to talk about some of that tomorrow when I do my AI training. But today I wanted to focus on legacy builders, because if you are just studying AI because you have an interest in AI and you're not going to do anything except create funny graphics and interesting little things, like back at around the holidays, around December, we saw people, including myself, creating those funny little, putting us in Santa Claus suits or bright spangly pantsuits for the women and all of that. If that's all you're going to do with it, that's fine. If it's just entertainment and you don't need to do anything to create some extra cash flow, maybe you've got a great job and you can come home after 40 hours of work and go hang out with your family or go to the golf course or whatever, and you don't need any extra income, then you probably don't want to be listening to my calls, these live streams that I do, because my goal is to help especially the people that are like myself, people who have been or still are frustrated yet hopeful online business explorers, people who have been trying for months, if not years, to figure out how to make money online. If they're on Facebook, they're seeing all these ads every once in a while, maybe not every once in a while, maybe about every other thing that they scroll past, there's somebody, talking about making $3,000 a day or $10,000 or, all this money. And yeah, some of that's true. Maybe most of it's true. In my streaming, when I scroll down on Facebook or look at Instagram, just because I am hanging out in that market, the algorithm has pulled away most of my friends' information. I don't see them out fishing. I don't see them out doing things with the family at the beach very much anymore. Mostly it's people who are in business and are talking about their business and so on. So if you're still in the mode where you see all your family, your cousins, your aunts and uncles and children that are on Facebook and putting up cool stuff just about family things and trips and all that, and you don't need it. You don't need to learn AI. You don't need to learn about a program like I'm going to share with you, Legacy Builders, that helps you make money from home. Then that's fine. You don't have to spend any more time. We're about 6-7 minutes into this, so hopefully by now anybody who started watching live who is fine to not even get involved with AI or just use it for playtime, then you're already gone. So what I want to do, I created a video with an avatar, an AI, not an AI twin. As quick as I pull this video up, you'll know it's not my AI twin. But I wanted to play it. It's about 1.5 minutes long. And I need to make sure that I mute my microphone first. I'm going to do that.
Here is a special report that affects millions of Americans over the age of 45. And this is not a story about retirement. This is a story about opportunity. The global e-learning and digital education market is projected to reach over $840 billion by 2030. And the AI in education market is projected to grow to over $32 billion in that same time frame. AI is not only replacing people while changing the job market. AI is creating a new class of business owners, educators, and content creators who know how to use it. Now, here is where I need to speak directly to you. If you are 45, 55, or 65 years old, and you believe this wave is for younger people, I am here to tell you that is simply not true. The fastest growing segment of online learners right now are the working professionals and people in the later stages of their careers. You are not behind. You are exactly the kind of person this industry was built for. You have life experience. You have perspective. You have credibility that no 25-year-old can manufacture overnight. The only thing standing between you and this opportunity is the decision to step into it. Right now, there is a system called Legacy Builders that is helping everyday people, people just like you, build their own digital product and e-education businesses from scratch. We are not talking about a side hustle. We are talking about becoming the CEO of your own digital company. With digital products, you keep 100% of the profit. There is weekly mentorship by a multimillionaire who built this business for you, so you are never figuring this out alone. There is a done-for-you website with a full funnel and emails already loaded. There is AI training built right in, and the system is available in both English and Spanish. Over 60,000 people are already inside this community building their businesses today. The digital economy is not waiting, and neither should you, because legacy is not something you leave behind. It is something you build while you are still here. The opportunity is now. Click the link below this video for more information about how you can become the CEO of your own business. Your next chapter starts today. Here is a
Okay, I think I'm back. Hopefully you can hear. Looks like I've got sound going on my meter over there. So this young lady who is just an avatar, she is done with one of the tools that I have been using for several months, almost a year now. And the information that you heard about the billions, and I won't try to quote the exact numbers, but she talked about, or it talked about, I'll just refer to her as a she, it looked like a young lady. She referred to two different markets, the AI market, where things are growing in marketing and so on, and she also referred to the e-education market. So Legacy Builders offers information and training and products in both of those markets. The billions of dollars that are being spent for e-education, think about 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, when that COVID thing hit. And schools were shut down, campuses were shut down, high schools, junior high, elementary were shut down. And then slowly they started having online computer classes. And that happened with businesses, it happened with all kinds of educational areas. And people then started buying more and more computers. They started buying better phones, better iPads, and so on, so they could get involved with the e-learning. Our daughter here in Tennessee, with her 5 kids, 4 of them are in school, but they're homeschooled. Even the littlest one, the 2-year-old, is tagging along when mom or my wife, who helps with the homeschooling, does the schoolwork. My wife goes over there 3 times a week and helps with homeschooling. But the kids, the older ones, the older 3, are now on computers for some of their education, some of their e-learning. My daughter has purchased packages of training material in some of the different areas to help them to supplement what they're getting from mom and grandma in their teaching. And they also, once a week, I think it's on Mondays, they go to a, call it, what is that term? Anyway, they go to a group tutorials, that's what it is. They go to a group tutorial where people teach on various subjects like biology and science and different things. But most of what people are involved in now is e-learning. And if you're working for a company that you just started recently, you probably had to go through a whole bunch of video training modules in order to learn how to operate and work in that company. So that is a growing market, and a few months ago, just a couple months ago now, I joined Legacy Builders because after many years of searching and trying to find something that would work, that would work for me, and that I could also feel good about sharing with other people. So I joined Legacy Builders and came in at the highest package price to join, a one-time payment, but every week, sometimes a couple times a week, often most times twice a week, the founder of the company, who I will show you in just a couple of minutes here, Michelle O'Neill, comes on. She is a multi-millionaire. She earned her first million as she started to build this business in just the first 17 months, less than 4 years ago, and has now built a group of people in the school group, community group, and I'll show you that link here also. There's over 60,000 people all over the world that are part of this. So e-education is something that when we combine that with the tools that are available through AI that I help people train on, and in one of the training modules on Legacy Builders, there's a whole training system in there for how to use AI. So that's what I want to show you now. I'm going to hop over here on my other screen. If I click my proper screen, there we go. So let me back off a second. This is my website, and I think I have that link down here. Nope, henrygriner.com. If you go to henrygriner.com, you will get access on that page to, let me go back over here and I'll show you. Here we go. There. So on my henrygriner.com page that I rebuilt just last week here, I wanted to include everything. So there's a little bit of history about me. There's information about my AI for Humans training that I build. I'm working on that all the time. And you'll be able to see videos that I have here. And then this is a link to my Legacy Builders package program. And scroll down here, there's more. There's another link again for the AI for Humans School. You can go to my Facebook channel, and also about twice a month I do a newsletter on my Substack channel that is geared towards both AI for Humans, and I will be doing more articles about, back up here, more articles about Legacy Builders there too. On this page, there's an About area contact form that you can fill out. And this page right now, it's going to look a little strange because that has the video that's playing. I'm going to scroll past that because it gets to be a little crazy to see an image of what's actually live. But I put my replays up here for Thursday, the 3:30 calls on Thursday, and my 1 o'clock. So right now the ones from last week, the 28th and 29th, are there. There's some really cool, interesting stories, testimonials from people who have been building a business on Legacy Builders. And then about once a week, Michelle does a live webinar, and the replays for those are also up there. So we go over here. When you go to my page, and I guess there we are. You go to henrygrinerteam.com, henrygrinerteam.com. That's where the page is, the landing page, where people can drop in their email address. When you join Legacy Builders, you get a complete website that looks like this, without my picture and without my bio. All you have to do is follow the simple training to log in and upload a photo of you. In this case, I took one of my AI twin photos that I like the best. I like his smile a lot better than mine. My wife said something to me the other day, "You don't smile a lot, do you?" Yeah. I said, "No, my AI twin has a better smile and better teeth." Anyway, you'll get access to this is a landing page, and when people fill that out, they will get dropped on this page, which is the video page. And this is where Michelle will spend about 8 to 10 minutes just to introduce you to Legacy Builders. So I'm going to play about 2 minutes of that. And before I do, I'm going to mute my microphone and switch over to my other screen here. Get me out of the way.
Congratulations for being here. My name is Michelle O'Neill, and I'm the founder of the Legacy Builders program in the digital growth community. And in this video, I want to simplify things for you. I want to share with you Wi-Fi programs and what is in each program so you understand the benefit of each of them. Now, you're listening to me right now because you're ready to start your own online business. Maybe you're starting from zero, but you're a little bit overwhelmed with all of the choices. Or maybe you've tried things before, but just didn't get the results you hoped for. Or maybe you're ready to grow something, but you're just missing the right system. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready for a change. That's exactly why I built the Legacy Builders program the way I did. It is a full ecosystem designed to meet you where you are at and grow with you. When I launched into the digital space in 2022, I wanted it to be easy to follow, easy to understand, with no monthly expenses. So I want to simplify this for you. I have made my program where you have a one-time investment for the program and a one-time investment for your website fee. And after that, there is no monthly expenses. And you have the ability to, while you are learning these amazing digital marketing skills, you have the ability to earn at the same time, and you make 100% profit off of products you didn't even create. And the best part, one customer puts you in profit mode, so you don't have to get a lot of customers to even get your investment back. And that was something that was so important to me. How can I create a program that is perfect for busy lives where they don't have a huge investment, they get to keep all of the profit, and one customer puts them in profit mode? Now let's go into why.
Okay, so if you want to watch the rest of that, go to henrygrinerteam.com and click on the link. Put your email address in there, click the link, and you will go to that page. And then if you click this link on here, click on this button, you will go to the page with all of the information on here. This will take you a bit of time to look over, but this shows you exactly what the program is, how it works, and when we talk about 10 income streams, there are several packages, 5 different packages, and in the top level package, which I'll show you in a moment, if you buy that package, you get not only a website in English, but it also is in Spanish, and you get a full marketing funnel, meaning if you don't understand what a marketing funnel is, it is just a place where daily your emails are sent out to everybody that's on that list. As people get added to your mailing list automatically, all you do is utilizing social media, and Michelle has all the training in the system to show people how to do that who have never done anything online. So all of the training is in there, and you get to unlock all 10 income streams if you come in at the top level. So here's what the packages look like. When I talk about the top level, this is the $1,400 Legacy Builders Bundle. It is a pack that has both English and Spanish, and you get a full website. All of the packages include a full website, but unless you come in at the $1,400 Legacy Builders Bundle package price, you don't have access to the Spanish version. And then you can see also here is the $900 package. It has a lot of the same information, but it is only in English. Now, she mentioned that there's only 2 payments that you need to make. Let me just pull myself back in here for a moment. Get my mouse on the right screen. There we go. There's only 2 times that you need to pay. When you buy a package, you also pay a small fee, either $39 or $69 for the website, and that covers the cost of the company creating the website package for you and all of the operating costs. This is the way that, and I had to understand how this worked initially. I didn't understand how you can have somebody else create a product, and if you sell it, you get to keep 100% of the profit. You know, if I was in the coffee business, here's my coffee cup. If I was in the coffee business, I wouldn't be able to keep 100% of the profit, because I have to pay for all of the supplies, I have to pay the overhead and everything. If I was in a multi-level marketing business where I had cans of coffee to sell or some health drink or whatever, I would get a portion of the profit. I wouldn't get 100% of the profit every time I sold, because there are other people in the distribution chain. There's the people who built the product, the people who shipped the product, the people who introduced me to the company have to make their profit. And so this is not that form of a business. This is called a master resale rights company, where the products, which are all of the digital information products that you have access to, that Michelle and her team make and update continually, all those products are in the system, and when you sell them, you get to keep 100% of the profit. Here's the other 3 of the 5 packages, starting at excuse me, $100, $300, and $600. Again, there is a website included, and all of the things that are listed here, and when you go look at the site yourself, you will see all of that information in detail. Excuse me. Now, what I wanted to share today, and for those who saw what I had posted online, a video, a little clip, information clip, I had some good news today. So some people, some of you that are already on my mailing list, you joined because you saw that this was something that you were interested in. You saw the potential, the possibility that you could have your own business and basically become the CEO of your own business. But when you looked at these prices and you saw things were starting off at $100 up to $900 or $1,400, you thought, that's impossible. I can't invest that kind of money. But I bet you that most people that are watching this now or watching the replay later on will probably spend $100 a month going to the coffee shop. If you spend $6 or $7 a day, let's say $7 a day times 30 days, you're spending quite a bit of money just on coffee. If you go out because you work somewhere and you're tired of making peanut butter sandwiches or salami sandwiches or whatever that might be to take along with your lunch, and you go out to lunch every day and you're spending $10 or $15 a day, 5 times a week for lunch, you're spending more than what it would cost to set up a business. My friend Joshua, who owns the Legacy Coffee Shop in Spring Hill, spent a lot of money getting his business set up. He spends a lot of money in overhead for rent. I don't believe he owns the building. He probably rents it. He spends money for employees. He spends money for the products. He spends money for the water bill, for the electric bill, all of those things. And yeah, he is the CEO of his company, but he has a lot of overhead. Imagine being able to start a business where you could spend $100 upwards to $1,400 to start a business and then be taught how to go out and get customers. You can do that through social media. You don't even have to have a big following. The way that the teaching is structured within the whole Legacy Builders program teaches people how to go out on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn, YouTube channels, whatever that is. For instance, when Michelle started the business almost 4 years ago, she got on TikTok, and it was interesting because she tells the story of how, for whatever reason, the algorithm, the computer brain that runs TikTok, started sending her information. And those are mostly videos that she does that most people do on TikTok. I guess I haven't been on TikTok. But the algorithm sent all of her information to people in South Africa. Now there are several, I don't recall the exact number, but there are many people who are multimillionaires or millionaires, have hit the millionaire mark, and they're also running 6 figures a year, some of them 6 figures a month, because she started a business 4 years ago. So South Africa is a hot spot for people who have found the treasure that is part of Legacy Builders. I just want to take a couple minutes as I wrap up here. When you log in, when you join and first begin, you will access what's called the Kajabi portal. That's just the name of the company that she hosts her system on. It's the type of platform. And you'll be able to see the different packages that are in here. Again, here is Michelle with videos. Most of the videos are Michelle doing the training. I'm just going to scroll past a couple of these, but it starts off talking about a foundation. The start here, but then phase 1 is foundation, getting the CEO mindset, because that's really what you need, because you are going to be the CEO of your own business. And so each of these is broken down into segments, and when you look at these, you will see the videos over here. Most of them are 5, 6, 8 minutes, 10 minutes long, and sometimes they will have a PDF file that goes with them, some more information like that. Think about back in the day, 15, 16, 17 years ago, I was helping my friend Jeff with his internet marketing business, and we traveled around the country, even went to Israel on one trip, and he put on, I helped him do his live streams and some affiliate things that I worked with him on. We put on a 3-day internet marketing event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and would have speakers come and do an hour-and-a-half presentation. The last 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, they would give a pitch about their product. And for the people who bought their product, a lot of times it was mailed to them, but for some of them, they would carry the product there with them and have that on the table in the back. And so people would go back there and they would find these ring binders that would have DVDs and CDs and printed material and all of that. And when people had that in their hand, they felt like, yep, I just bought something. It was $1,500 or $2,500, but I got this handful, this box full of stuff, or it's going to be at my house in 5 to 7 days. And when I open it up, I've got all this. But the problem was that you couldn't update that easily. So I think about all of this in relationship to being way better than a box full of CDs and DVDs and such, because now we have everything that can be updated as things go along. So you can see here's some YouTube training, Pinterest. My daughter does Pinterest for her home-based business, which is, she has a blog and training that she does for gluten-free products. So all of this is down here. There's a strategy in here for posting free ads and where to post those. Going live on TikTok and YouTube. There's a whole section. If I try to jump around here, I won't find it right now, but there is a section on AI, and that has a lot of details in there about how to start using AI tools like I have done to create images and videos and so on, so you don't have to do all of the work. I don't have to be on camera all the time. About 10 minutes before I went live today, I did go on camera. I took my phone out on the back porch, sat out there and recorded a short video and posted that. It got online probably about the time I went live, so it's over there on my Facebook profile page. But you don't have to do that. There's training in here to show you how to become, how to build an AI avatar. I have several AI twins. I'll talk about that more on my Thursday meetings. And I also train people on my AI for Humans school group, SKOOL. And I do that as supplement to what Michelle does with her training. So getting back here a moment, let me go back over to the sales page. I know this is getting a little long. I just ran over a half an hour, so I don't want to go much longer. But when we look at these package prices, what I wanted to share with you today that is good news for people. If the 1400 or the 900 is too much to invest right now to start a business for you, but you could look at 600 or 300 or even $100. Somebody who comes in at the $100 level today would be able to upgrade at any point going forward. There's no time limit. There's no, you have to do this in 30 days. There's no push to do that. You might have something happen in your life that for 3 months you didn't even go in and look at the website or start any of the training. But then you do, and you start making some sales, you follow the training, you get your website going, and people start coming on there, and you start to make money and decide, I need to update and go up to that, say, the $600, make it easy for my math. You want to upgrade to the $600 level. So what I do when you tell me you want to do that, so I go into my system. No, I don't think I want to talk to anybody from Michigan. I go in on my system and I make a product that is a $500 product, and I give you the link, and you buy that. You've already invested the $39 for your website, so there's no additional for that. It's just another $500 for the upgrade. Or if you came in at the $100 level and you're ready to jump all the way to the full Legacy Bundle, Builder's Bundle package at $1,400, I just make that $1,300 price point package for you. You pay the difference for upgrading to the higher priced website that has the English and Spanish version and all the other bells and whistles on it. And that's how you get in for a lot less money. It's a lot less for an investment. It's a lot less to take out of the bank, or like some people have done. Last week there's actually a video that I put up on my YouTube channel from a lady in South Africa. It's quite the story. She was at the point where things had just gone really bad. There was a death in the family. I think it was her mother. Business had failed. Just many things were happening. And she was almost at the point of taking her life. And somehow she got online and found a lady who was talking about legacy builders. She talked to her husband when he came home, and she said, honey, I found something today that might just work for us. And when she told him what it was, he said, yeah, I just happened to see that same video. I watched the same thing. And she sold her car. She said, well, we don't have the money, but I'll sell my car. And they came in at it. And then some other things happened in her life that she wasn't able to get going right away. I think she said it was 8 months before she got going full time. But she had already started, and there were some people that had started making purchases even when she wasn't working the business. I think that was probably during a time shortly after she started with the company. I think she said her mother died. But you can, if you go to my Henry Griner, henrygriner.com site, you'll be able to access all of my YouTube channel on there and her story. Romalda, I think is her name, and see her story. So that's the good news I wanted to share today. If you're not ready to make the investment, at the higher price packages, then you can come in and join at the lower price packages and get started that way and update as you go along. The one last thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to flip back over here to my screen again. This is the Digital Growth Community on School, SKOOL. You may or may not have heard about this, but this is where Michelle has built a following. There's over 60,000 members in this group. And this is one of the best places where we can find encouragement and help each other. There's a win section on here. Here's somebody just 2 days ago, $300. Another one. Here's somebody. Must be somebody from I get her name mixed up. Lulama, and she is from South Africa. So that is a South African rands, I think they call it, that she made. Looks like, well, she was in London. Let's look at this. Made 75,000 in London from my other business with skills I've learned in this business. May $10,730. This is a place where people post their wins. Here's another one that's from South Africa. Another one in South Africa. Like I said, there's a lot of people in South Africa. So this is the place where we can come and see that people are actually doing things and making money. And with the training that we have available through Michelle and on the Kajabi website, along with, and one other thing I wanted to point out, let me go back over here just a second, the classroom. There is a classroom area where there are various modules, and this is one that I encourage people to begin with. I did not begin with this initially when I started the program, but I encourage, am I showing the wrong screen? There we go. There we go. In the schools, back up a second here. I think I didn't show that screen. There we go. So there are other modules, lots of training in here. This is the 30,000 in 90 days module. I wish I would have started this from the beginning on day one, but I didn't. And I'm going through it now and trying to accomplish several days at a time. They're usually about 3 to 5 minute videos with transcription, so you can read along if you want to read along. And the cool thing is, with these transcriptions, I was able to take those transcriptions and pull them out and paste them into my AI tool on Claude. That's the main system that I use that I'll be talking about tomorrow. And create a document, because I've already trained Claude everything about me, who I am, my history, and what my whole marketing approach is, and working with people. And so Claude gave me a document that first 25 days worth document that's actually focused on me, on my business, who I am, and then points out what is good for me to know to do in the whole training area. And so anyway, that's it. I'm going to cut off here in just a couple of minutes because I'm up to 45 minutes. I want to usually try to keep this down to half an hour. But the replay, if you missed it, the replay will be available. I usually try to get that up there before dinner time. We have people coming over tonight, so I will try to do that before dinner once the rendering is done in YouTube and people can watch it there. Again, if you want to contact me, henrygriner.com is the best site to go to. That has all of my information on there, including the replays for this training, here we go, click over here again, including the replays for the Thursday and Friday live trainings that I do, and a link where you can join my AI for Humans School. Right here. Here we go. And there is my AI twin, my clone. I label it, I'm Henry's AI twin. So with that, thank you for being here live or watching me via the replays, and let me know if you have any questions, anything I can help you with. I want to truly help people. I'm looking to help at least 5 people who need to learn how to earn at least the first $1,000 a month. I would like to be able to do that for people. The next 5 people who want to join and find out how to earn and go ahead and earn up to their first at least $1,000 a month. That's my goal right now for the next couple of months, to find those people and work with you. And this isn't a get rich quick thing. You know, it's not get rich quick. The people who are making money have been at it for a while. Some of them have been at it for 6 months to a year. But how much would you do? Could you invest a couple hours a day to learn a business and post content into social media? If you could begin to get to a place that within 3 to 6 months you could earn an extra $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 a month. I don't know any other company that would help you with all the training from absolutely zero, not knowing anything about technology, to be able to get there. So I encourage you to join henrygriner.com or henrygrinerteam.com, either one of those. You can find the link to go to Legacy and join. So with that, thank you. God bless. I'm going to sign off for now.